Hey guys, Dan again. And all right, so this video is on some of the more complicated, or not really complicated, but more advanced sort of um, multiplicative features of the sampler. Here's something I come up with first. First off to show you.
I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass.
I'm going to do another recording
and check the bass.
So got several voices going on, right and left channels, different pitches and stuff. That's from the echo and delay. And then there's also a fat mode, well, I'll kind of go over that a little bit after this. So you got your echoes, and then you got the pitch going on. So if you pay attention to the piano,
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
You'll notice that it is adding notes into, so it's playing multiple copies of the sample. And I have the volume envelope on here so that there is a,
I'm going to do.
if it, that way, once I let go of the key, everything stops. If I turn the envelope off, then
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
Everything just kind of keeps going. So it's nice to have this on so that it stops. Wow, there's no panning thing here, but there's a volume, mod X. So you can. I didn't go over this on the last video, but you can adjust the envelope behavior of the low pass and resonance. Mod X is the filter, and mod Y is the resonance. And you can additionally do pitch. So we might go over that later. I haven't messed around with this too much yet, but anyways, so let's, if I go back to here, then we go over to the echo. So you get the multiple notes that are triggering the sample.
I'm going to do another recording.
So if you turn the pitch down, then you just get the one.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
You get the 4 echoes. Reduce it down to 1 echo.
I'm going to do another recording. I'm going to.
It's pretty soon. So if I increase the time,
I'm going to do another recording. And I'm going to do another recording.
if we make 2, then we can get a ping pong effect.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
And
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
So, I kind of went over this a little bit in the last video, but this is how you're going to get multiple samples playing is with the pitch.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass. I'm going to do another recording
and the further you bring this pitch knob, the further up, additionally more keys are pressed.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
Limited to the echoes.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
So if I bring it back down,
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
It's okay. So it triggers as many different notes as there are echoes, but the range to which it selects is dictated by the pitch. All right, so that's actually something I didn't quite understand before I made this video that I just realized.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
So you could actually probably get this to adjust to, if we do C5.
I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
So it looks like it did a major third, perfect fifth.
I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass. I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass.
Because the next half step would be an octave. So you can mess around with this pitch knob, and it will what the additional notes, and it can go the other way too, but you can get it to basically stay, the intervals. It basically selects the intervals, and then the amount of echoes you have dictates how many additional keys are pressed. So looks like I can bring it up to 10. If we pitch it down,
I'm gonna do another recording.
Wait, hold on, let me put it into view.
I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass. Check.
So that can get pretty complicated, because it's going to play 10 notes, so it's going to play It's going to play 10 samples and at increasingly different or increasingly lower pitch, depending on how low or high the pitch is, you've set. So, all right. And the feed is just kind of how long I think the fade is. That's what the release basically. But I went over that yesterday. So anyway, I'm going to bring this back down to something more manageable and bring this, this guy back. And the fat mode is kind of sort of a preset mode. If you left click on this drop down arrow by the echo delay word, there's some presets that you can use, and it just basically it uses unison. So the fat mode, this is a special mode of the echo delay effect, which makes subtler echoes with alternating panning. So having the ping pong on as well is kind of redundant, or it may be limiting. It depends on the setting, I guess. But it says here it does flange and chorus-like effects similar to unison. So it just makes it sound a little bit even more different, and which can be desirable. So if we move back over here to the arpeggiator, in the last video I didn't get the slide thing to work quite right, but I've kind of figured out how to use it. So it's basically pretty simple, but I think I'll turn off the echo, and this way we can see a little more defined demonstration without too many confusing other things happening.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
So if we turn it on, which of course we need to do to demonstrate anything, I already selected this for to be on the major scale, and I have the gate down a bit. I was messing around with the gate, but
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
So if I turn the slide back off, you can see the notes. It'll show you the notes that are being selected to play, that are the arpeggiator's playing. It's basically just playing different, just commanding different notes.
I'm gonna
So that two range basically is just a range of the two perfect fifths and one octave up from the first. So it shows you which keys are being pressed, but when you select the slide button, instead of showing you the keys, what it's doing is just pitch bending the fundamental.
I'm going to do another recording and check the bass. I'm going to do another recording and check the bass.
And then it just kind of plays through the sample as you do that. So it might work, it might not, but anyway, so that's just showing you that that's what the slide does. And if you want, you can do if you turn the volume envelope off for this, it'll still turn the sample on or re-trigger the sample, or cut the sample and re-trigger it as each additional ARP note is played. So there's not too much of a difference there, except for if you want to set your attack or whatever, then that can make it ease in a little bit differently. So just all depends on kind of how you want it to sound for why. And then the gate. So, that's just gives you kind of an idea of what that does. Kind of went over it yesterday, I guess. But so now what is interesting is to go over here using the ARP and making the echoes. So let's give us a fair amount of release time.
I'm gonna
It does kind of mess.
I'm gonna do another record. I'm gonna do another recording and check the bass. Check the bass.
Might help to reduce the time a little bit.
I'm gonna do another recording, and I'm gonna do another recording.
So maybe I should have used a different sample than that, but let's see. Maybe I can go here and do something different.
And check the bass. Check the bass. And check the bass.
There, that's better. So it's
And check the bass.
I gotta turn this fat mode, and the fat mode kind of makes it like weird, and so it's if things are too complicated, then FL's like I don't know what to do. Anyways, so
And check the bass. Check the bass. And check.
give it some feed, because when you deselect the fat mode too, it like resets everything in here, so that way there's not like overly complicated things happening or making it too loud or something.
And check the bass. Check the bass.
Back to ping pong, throw some pan.
And check the bass. Check the bass.
Now turn on the ARP. So you could just get some pretty cool thing, different kind of happening, and then you could throw some pitch in there, and so each subsequent delay that is repeating each subsequent ARP note, it can be kind of interesting. And then maybe increase a couple more echoes. Maybe give some more gate times so there's a little fuller sound. So just all kinds of notes and chaos and craziness and interesting things you can do with that kind of sound. At the same time, you can keep things in time with your project. The gate doesn't really reveal any subsequent equivalent or half fractions or what like half time or double time by displaying a color change in the knob circumference. But the time one will do it. I probably can't tell too much in the recording, but it does brighten up when you meet equivalent time. It does say like up in the left hand corner of the project like what timing it is, and then the manual also tells you kind of what ticks are, and ticks are basically 16th notes as far as I've found. So and then because if you use the gate's a percentage, which kind of makes sense, and then the ARP time tells you like if you go down to one tick, the color changes, and it's basically a 16th note, and then you can bring it further back down. But anyway, so it's just kind of. Anyway, I thought I was messing around with this. I would just kind of make another video like it. Can make some pretty cool, interesting sounds. And then, of course, the one key effect we're missing is a reverb. So I'm not going to bring in Luxverb. We'll just use regular Fruity Reverb because keep it simple. And you can get some nice, cool effects. Filters, and you can filter the echoes separately, and anyways, hope maybe gave you guys some ideas about what you can do with your samples. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Appreciate your guys' time, and throw it a like, or not. That, hey, you know, it's whatever. And y'all have a good day.